Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Wednesday, September 1st, 2021, and it is not a good day here in the United States. That's the truth. What am I talking about? People, as you would probably have expected if you understand what's really going on here, we got this jobs report for the entire month of August. Now, the economists, these people, there's something seriously wrong with them. They expected this big blowout number, like 600,000 jobs for the month. Okay. Apparently, we added just 374,000. Now, again, we are not just talking about numbers. We're talking about people. Wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to get this other big number, first-time unemployment claims, and it's going to be epic. So again, going back to what we all know, I believe, is going on here. Our economy is well, it's done. It's 100% over. And that's just the way it's going to continue going. But how about this? Again, let's put this into perspective real quick. I'm sorry I'm laughing. It's so overwhelming. They expected an additional 600,000 jobs. We got like 374. It's probably way worse than that. That's what they're letting us know, about 374,000. But that was enough to push stock futures higher. Stock futures right now are higher across the board. There's the paradox that you and I see every day. Over and over and over again. It will not stop. Every time we get 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds of bad economic news, the market loves it. It gets all excited about it because it realizes the Fed is going to keep, artificially supporting everything, creating distortions across the spectrum of asset classes like you know all about. Because I tell you every freaking day. All this, people, is going to correct to a fair value at one point, and we know when, pretty much, not to the day or to the week, but just by watching the dynamics that we pay attention to every day that I have explained to you. Let's go over that real quick. So on top of, this is so bad, this particular round of economic news. Again, these are people. These aren't just numbers, okay? And it really gets under my skin. So what that means is the Fed's going to keep, fulfilling their end game, buying it all. So let's look at the four dynamics as they're set up for the market today. Number one, the biggest key to the four dynamics that are supporting this market, 10-year yield, 1.30. Market loves that. Okay. Number two, the dollar. The dollar is a little weaker right now. Market likes that too. Crude oil. Crude oil is flat, maybe slightly higher. You know how this works. The market wants crude propped up. It's the lifeblood of the market, lifeblood of the military-industrial complex, period. And four, the Fed's balance sheet. It's going to keep ballooning. So the setup for the market this morning, I wouldn't say it's great, but it's not bad. For the people, it's horrible. Again, big miss. I mean, abysmal miss. Let me ask you while we're talking here. What's your take on this? Because we understand that time and time again, these economists, they're wrong. And they're wrong big. They're not even wrong little. It's insane. Are they drinking the Kool-Aid? Do they actually believe the propaganda that's being spread by the mainstream channels here? We're doing great. Our economy's booming, blah, blah. Are you kidding me? Really? Like, if this isn't proof positive, and wait till tomorrow when we get this first-time unemployment claims number. It's going to be just abysmal. But again, think about it. When you look at these things and you hear these statistics, these aren't numbers. These are people behind them that, they're really hurting people in this country, and it's a terrible thing. I hope, and I know they're not doing it. They're not taking action to protect themselves. Most people right now have no clue at all as to what is going on, really. They're buying the narrative I suppose the whole thing, this shit show, because that's what it is. It's an absolute shit show of the highest possible order, and it's all just lies, all of it. But you and I mean, we get it, and we are taking action at least to protect ourselves in this hyper bubble environment, and it's going to correct people. It's going to. It's just a matter of watching the dynamics I explain every freaking day, so we can stay ahead of this curve. I don't know. Look, it's a terrible thing. It really is. And this just got to me today, this morning. I'm sitting here and I'm watching these numbers come across the screen, and I'm like, oh man, it makes me want to puke. I'll be honest with you. It really, really does. Anyway, and this is again not just a phenomenon here in the United States. This is a global phenomenon, and it's affecting the world. But again, understanding the dynamics, the real dynamics under here, realizing what's going on, understanding that we have no representation here in the United States or anywhere else. It's the banks running the show. I say the same thing all the time, but you all know that. I just want more people to understand it, and that's why I count on all of you to share this work, to get it out there, to let people understand what's going on. And again, look, I sit back here and I try to put this into perspective for you, all of you, so you can understand how you can protect yourselves, because we are marching into something that is going to change the landscape of the world with regard to the financial markets, and it's going to affect real people on a biblical scale. On a biblical scale. I'm not kidding you. So that's why it's so important to take action now, to understand what you need to do to stay on the right side of this. And that includes, staying along the market, okay? Owning, possibly if you can, large cap dividend paying stocks. Obviously betting against the debt, becoming your own central bank. I've said this since day one, and that means, holding physical assets, gold and silver, looking, in spots where assets are massively suppressed in value deliberately. In a risk-on environment like we have now, you need to look at risk-off assets, and that includes gold, silver, platinum, palladium, cryptocurrencies, and crude oil. I mean, even though crude oil right now has no bearing on reality, it's something real. And we understand how the military-industrial complex, the banks have this rigged to the highest order. They will prop up crude oil by any means necessary. If that means they have to start a new war, unrest around the world, bombings, and, you think this is really, these terrorist organizations? I tell you, man, it's something else. People, look, this is the first. On the first of every month, I really need you. I ask for your support of my work. If you think I am a worthwhile person and the work I put out here is valuable, I'm going to ask straight out for your support. Send me $5, okay? Once a month, I don't think that's too much to ask for. I hope you would agree. In the description of this video is a link, and you can click on that, and I'm really hoping you're going to choose to support my work. And I love cryptocurrencies. You want to send me crypto to support my work? There's a link for that too. People, please share this video. Get it out there. People need to know what's going on, because it's getting worse every freaking day. All right. Love you a lot. Please support my work, okay? And I'll see you at the end of the day.